What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to Financial Ruins Friday. We're going to be just kind of hanging today. We'll do a bunch of Q&A. Any questions you guys got, we'll really dive in. And I've got a GetFPV email and a Pyrodrone email. You know, they're weekly emails with new releases. We'll go through those. And then I need to place an order on WeBleedFPV for the Mobula 6 clear canopy. And I forget what I need from WeBleedDrone, but there's something that I need from WeBleedDrone. Oh, the BI camera. Yeah, I need more BI cameras. So yeah, we'll do a quick order from there as well. When I do orders from websites, I tend to kind of go through the whole website. So we'll do that. We'll go through the whole website and talk about a bunch of stuff. I'll show you some of the... We probably won't be able to go through all of WeBleedDrone because it's too big of a site. We should be able to go all the way through WeBleedFPV. And yeah, I'll call out some of my favorite products from there. WeBleedDrone, I'm going to call out a bunch of the products that nobody really not nobody knows about, but the products that they've got that nobody else does. They've got a couple of different axis motors, like the 1404s and the 2004s, I believe, that nobody else really has. So I'll point those out, and yeah, we'll just kind of hang out, have a chill Friday. Hope everybody had an awesome week at work. Let's get into it, yo. In the chat, RT McKinney was first, Pauly Shortcuts was next, Ramdonko, Freelojo, McMucus, Wanna Get Fly, Bob Bruce, Danzilla the Terrible, Wizard FPV, Northern Tier, Hockey Rounds, Douglas Otwell, Merry Man. I think I got everybody. What's up, friends? Thanks for coming. Yeah. We'll hang out for a couple of hours here. Then at 9 o'clock Eastern, 2 hours from now, you've got a little bit of Bot Grinder coming at you. As always, you can jump over there and, yeah, get you some body goodness. What's up, Travis H? In the chat, if you want to talk directly to me, all you've got to do is type CiottiFPV. If you do that, it'll light up an orange like this, and I'll see your message. You can also do a super chat if you'd like. Everything supports the insanity that is trying to be a full-time FPV drone pilot and content creator. This is my little website over at CiottiFPV.com. It's got a million different ways that you can support me. Patreon helps me out the most. I've also got an Etsy store and a Teespring store where you can get some hardware and shirts and whatnot, and some stickers. Over on Fiverr, you can work one-on-one with me, take advantage of 7+ years of knowledge. I get a little one-on-one session going in the chat. You know, you guys can ask questions and I'll spend 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes talking about them. But if you want to spend a half an hour or an hour really like diving deep, yeah, you can just message me and we can schedule it. Or if you want to do it through Fiverr, that's fine too. If you want to do a super chat to support me, but you don't want YouTube to take 30%, here's a link to PayPal. And then I've got all these affiliate links. WeBleed, Newbie Drone, FPV Cycle, Amazon, GetFPV, Oh My God Site, HD Zero, Flywoo, Emacs, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. If you're ever ordering from any one of those websites and you hit my affiliate link at any point before you check out, I will get 1 to 6% of your order total. It's free money. And it helps us content creators keep doing what we're doing. So when you're ordering something on the internet, use somebody's affiliate link if you don't mind. I'm going to, you're allowed to use your own affiliate links. So I'm going to hit my Newbie Drone affiliate link. So now my info is stored in my shopping cart here on Newbie Drone. And I'm going to hit my WeBleedFPV affiliate link. So now I'm going to get, I think both of these websites do 5 or 6%. So on both of these orders that I place, I'm going to get a 5 or 6% kickback, which, you know, is pretty awesome. Hey, I also do have a Brain 3D code now. Let me actually, let me drop it into the chat real quick. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Here it is. Here comes a Brain FPV. It's not an affiliate link per se, but it's like I think it's a discount link actually. Come on! There we go. Copy link address. Here it is in the chat. Oh God, that's not at all what I wanted. Let's just highlight it and copy it, old school like. There it is in the chat. Let me hit that link and see what it is. Okay, it is an affiliate. It is sort of an affiliate link because it ends up driving to their main page. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, there you go. It might just be a discount. I'm not sure, but you got it. It's there. It's ready for you. Link tree. So I'm gonna add that to my link tree real quick here, and it's gonna be great. You guys are gonna love it. You guys are gonna love my nuts. Link tree, come on, let me in. There we go. So we are going to add a link. We're gonna drop the URL, and we're gonna click add. Title is gonna be Brain 3D. All right. I'm just gonna say that it's an affiliate link. It's close enough. All right, and there we go, yo. Drop it down here with the other affiliate links. Okay. Where did it go? Linktree, what are you doing? Come on now. Oh! Alright, put it right here. No, put it right up here. There we go. All set, my friends. Now, I believe that it's just there. I think it should just be there. Let's take a quick look. There it is, yo! And it just drives to the Brain 3D website. Awesome. Cool. If you need to order the best 3D printing stuff
in the world,
you know how to do it. BM3CD is also really good, for the record. Brent runs BMC 3D, Brian runs Brain 3D, and they're buddies, which is really cool. So, yeah, there's that. Let me get caught up on chat here, see what you guys are talking about. Freelojo says, to keep my Granderino sub 250 or not, CiottiFPV and Gangly Gang, hello to alls. It's going to be really tough to keep that heavy of a frame sub 250. You're going to have to really work, and like you're not going to be able to use any TPU. You're going to have to run a smaller battery than you probably want to, and you're going to have to go a little bit smaller on the motors. Like I don't think you're going to be able to go above a 1404 motor. The T motor 1404 4600s do make great power, so it might still fly okay. But personally, I'm going all the way up to 1804s for mine, and I hope to be at about 300 grams all up weight. I really like the way 3.5 inch rigs fly at 300 grams. At 250, I almost want a 2.5 inch rig, but there really aren't motors that are a high enough kV for that. Like for a 2.5 inch prop, we would want minimum 5,000 kV. Realistically, we would want 5,500 or even 6,000 kV. I actually do have a set of RCX 1306s that are 6,000 kV. I just don't know of a good 2.5 inch propellered frame. There are arms for the ripsqueaks that are 2.5 inch, so I have a feeling at some point I might do that as a build. But yeah, it would be nice if there was a good 2.5 inch propeller, strong removable arm freestyle frame. And I have not seen one in a long time. So yeah, I mean, 2.5 inch is tough. Like there aren't a ton of great prop options. There's a bunch of prop options, but there's nothing that really stands out. The Azure 2.5s I think are kind of the best bet. The Gem for freestyle at least. The Gem Fan 2540s are really good, but they're a little fragile. They perform really well, but they're a little too lightweight. And then, oh, I lied. There's an excellent prop. I'm the worst. There's a Emax Avan Rush 2.5 inch prop that's actually really, really, really good. So yeah, the thing holding 2.5 inch rigs back, I think, is motors that are high enough kV. The RCXs that I mentioned were discontinued years ago. Yeah, you would want like a 1404. Let's actually take a quick look. Hold on. Let me take a quick look to see if there are any like 1304s or what I would really want is a 1404, just with a lot of kV, just with like 6,000 kV, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. Well, you know what, it does. That's right. There's the Emax Ecos. The problem with the Emax Ecos is they're incredibly fragile, so I can't really recommend this motor. But technically speaking, yeah, this would be the one. Emax Eco 1404 6,000 kV. If you're not going to crash, you'll be okay with that motor. But I'm going to crash. And yeah, there's really nothing. There's nothing else here that's a high enough kV. 3,800, 4,700. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. What else you got? What else you got? Nothing? Nothing. Let's go down in motor size and take a quick look. Let's go down to 13s. Little bit better. We got some 4,500. What? 2,500? What? Are you out of your minds? 55, 55. We're getting there. Wow. Okay, 8,000. This is for 3S or maybe even 2S. Jesus, 8,000 kV. 5,000 here, 5,000 here, 5,000. So I mean, 5,000 is getting there. It's getting close, but it's just not. It's not enough. It's not enough for a 2.5-inch propeller to have really good power. Let's keep. I don't. Well, let's do this by kV. Let's go. Let's just see 5,000 to 6,000. Oh, this is interesting. The RC and Power 1207. That's a little too big though. 1207 is going to be a little bit too big. That's more of a 3-inch motor for a 3-inch prop. But it is 6,000 kV. Damn, that would be a really powerful 2.5-inch rig. Let's see what else we got. 5,000, 5022, 5200, 51, 5. Here's a 6, but it's another Eco, and it's an 1106. That's gonna be tough. Here we go. T-Motor 1204, 6500. I wish it was a 1304 or maybe even a 1205, but this is getting close, man. 1303, this is good, but it's 5,000 kV. That's not quite enough. I think this T-Motor 1204 would be the best bet at 6,500 kV, and then you could just motor limit it down a little bit. Fragile 1106, interesting. Not you know, it's just not going to stay cool. I wouldn't do this. I would not do an 1106. 55, 55, 5,000, 5,600. Yeah, I think you would either want to go with this T-Motor 1204, 6,500, motor limit it down a little bit, or this 1207. This 1207 is going to run hot and it's going to make too much power. Yeah, man, I don't know about 1207. God damn. That's just going to be a really peaky motor. It's going to have a really hard time down at low throttle. It's yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that 1207. That's awful tall. But yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of a 2.5-inch propeller conversation. Paulie Shortcut says, can you show me which motors to buy from Newbie Drone for a 3S Savage B toothpick? 3S, huh? Let's take a look here. So, 3S. A $1 discount on an open box 1804 motor. I might actually snag this, to be honest. Just because I would like to have one of these motors in. I'm actually going to add this to my cart right now. Oh, it's too low of a kV, 3,400. Yeah, whatever. I try to have like one of most popular motors, just like there we go, just to have them and see how notchy they are and stuff like that. Where are the motors? There they are. So 3S Savage B toothpick. First question is going to have to be, what propeller size is that? That's going to have the most to do with... I also kind of need to know what the all-up weight is, although it's a toothpick, so... Savage B. Let's see what comes up when I just search Savage B. Okay, so... Looks like Savage B is a 3-inch setup. So what AIO? I'm hoping that you're not using the WeBleedFPV AIO because it won't take 3S. It'll blow up on 3S. So I'm gonna make the assumption that you're using an AIO that will work on 3S. That looks a lot like that frame that I couldn't figure out who made it a while ago in the one giveaway. Okay, so 3-inch propellers, toothpick. I mean, first and foremost, let me say this. I think you should run it on 2S. Toothpicks have to use AIOs, and AIOs have a really hard time with electrical noise. And one of the things that you can do to help that is to lower the input voltage. Toothpicks are very lightweight, and so you can usually get away with either 1S or 2S. So just food for thought there. If possible, I would go with 2S on this thing. But if for some reason you're hell-bent on 3S, maybe you've already got a bunch of the batteries or any number of other reasons, we're gonna talk about it here. I'm just mindlessly browsing their new stuff. So all right, let's dive in here. It's going to be on a 3-inch propeller, and it's going to be 3S. So let's narrow our search down a little bit. The 3-inch toothpicks, in my opinion, really love a 1204, but it doesn't look like they have any 1204s here. So let's go up to 1303, 1303 and a half, and not many options. These iFlight Zings are super heavy, but 5,000 kV is the right number. So if you have to order from WeBleedRone, I think these iFlight Zing 1303s are going to be your best bet. But let's take a look at these GetRCs. You would not want, I don't think you would want 3,800 kV. I think you're going to want, see, 5,500 is maybe a little bit too high, but you can always just motor limit it down. I'm looking for the weights here. So it says up there 6.5 grams. Here we go. So 6.5 grams with 90 millimeters of wire. Now we're going to take a look at the Zings. And they're only 6 grams, but it says on short wires. Well, yeah, see, here you go. Weight 6.5 grams with short wires. And then the GetRC motor is 6.5 with 90 millimeters wire. So I would actually go with these GetRCs. 1303 and a half is going to be like, this is going to be a powerful toothpick. You might, if the motors weigh the same, I actually think these are a little bit lighter. Might as well have the extra stator volume, and you've got a little bit of extra kV. So yeah, I would get these GetRC in 5,500. Forget these iFlight Zings; they're just too heavy, and away you shall go. So these GetRC motors, I bet you're not going to be able to find anywhere else. So if for some reason you want to run a motor that you can get from like maybe RDQ or Pyrodrone or GetFPV, then I would go with those iFlight motors. But if you're okay with one reseller selling your motor that you get, WeBleedRone, and I'm just taking a guess. I've never seen GetRC motors anywhere other than WeBleedRone, so I think maybe they have some sort of an exclusive on them. Yeah, WeBleedRone's not going anywhere. But when you buy something that only one reseller stocks, when that reseller decides to not stock it anymore, you're screwed. If you're running a motor that 4 different resellers stock, when 2 of them stop stocking it, you can empty out the inventory of the other 2 places so that you have enough of them to last you a while. Other than that, yeah, I think this GetRC motor is going to be a much better bet for you. Let me just take one last look at, yeah, see, 1202 is not big enough. So, yeah, These are the two motors that realistically you're gonna want on there. What is the 1202 option? Out of curiosity, it's a newbie drone option. Okay, newbie drone flow 1202. Yeah, look at the KVs. The KVs are bananas because these 1202s are more for like 1S or even 2S. So yeah, there you go. GetRC or iFlight Zing 1303.5 or 1303 in the 5000 or 5500 kV. That's your best bet. Okay, so where are we at in chat here? Bob Bruce says, "What's up, everybody?" In CiottiFPV, Denzel the Terrible says, "Fry, yay! How do you see CiottiFPV?" Douglas Hotwell says, "My grinder flies great and was an analog Granderino before CiottiFPVs." Shh, I'm the first. Travis H says hello. Polly Shortcut says, "Has anybody experienced the Crossfire interference with analog video? Bardwell made a video, but I cannot solve it. Any advice?" I've never experienced it, but I've heard of it. From what I remember, it has to do with and Joshua should talk about it in the video. It has to do with the length of your video wires coming from the camera to the flight controller or from the flight controller to the VTX. And I'm pretty sure that Joshua specifically calls that out in the video and gives a solution to it. The solution being to make that cable longer or shorter. So yeah, but it's been literally years since I watched that video, so don't listen to me. Watch the video, and Joshua's got the solution in there from what I remember. Basically, what I remember is what's happening is sometimes the length of video cable is inadvertently tuned to 900 megahertz, and that's where the interference comes from, because your video cable from the camera to the flight controller or from the flight controller to the VTX becomes an antenna. I mean, it's just some antennas are just strips of wire, and your video line is a strip of wire. So yeah, I believe that is the solution there, but watch Joshua's video. He broke it down. Quad City Bay Area with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. He says, "Building my first Whoop Meteor 85 HD. Bought a bit too powerful AIO 20 amp. Is it okay? And do I really need a capacitor? Beta 1103 motors." So you might need a capacitor. I would build it without a capacitor and see how the electrical noise situation is. Is the video clean? Does it fly clean on the stock tune? Can you even bump the stock tune up a little bit? If all's well there, then you really don't need a capacitor. But if all is not well, then you need the capacitor band-aid, basically. So yeah, unfortunately, on a tiny Whoop or a toothpick, it's a little easier, but on tiny Whoops, it's really hard to package capacitors. When I say package, what I mean is like fit. There's just not a great spot to put a capacitor on a tiny Whoop. So yeah, I would build it without the cap first, see how it is, and then if you have to put it on there, that sucks, but you'll find a spot for it. Beta 1103 motors. That's an Meteor 85 HD. 1103. That's a 2-inch propeller. They're in ducts. 1103 might be okay. 3, 6, 9, 12. So you're roughly 4-to-1 ratio of stator height to stator width. 1103 might be good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 to 1, 4. Yeah, if the 1103s don't have quite enough power, I would just go to an 1104. I don't. You could also do like a 1203, but I think the 1103s will be okay. I think that'll be a good match. I would try to run a tri-blade. I don't think the 1103 is going to have quite enough grunt for a 4 or 5 blade propeller. So I would run a 3-blade propeller. Emax makes a really good Avan tri-blade 2-inch prop. I don't know what the KV is on those motors though, so that's going to kind of depend. But yeah. I'm also trying to think that the Meteor 85 HD, I'm trying to think of what the all-up weight is on that. I don't know why I don't just search it real quick. Take a quick look here. Let's see what batteries they put on it from the factory. They put 1103s. Wow, 11,000 kV. Must be 2S. Yeah, it's for 2S. What is it? Walks now. Okay. Oh, okay. They make it with walks now and HD0. Cool. Yeah, man, that should be good. It doesn't look like they have a capacitor on it, so as long as your build is somewhat similar to theirs, you should be good. Yeah, there they are. 1103s. Oh, they've got it on a bi-blade. All right, yeah, so I would definitely not run a 4 or 5 blade propeller. So try these bi-blades. This is the GemFan 30 something or other bi-blade. Yeah. Try it on bis and tries. I think you're gonna like it on tries a little bit more, but I could be wrong. Cool. Thank you again for the generous super chat, my guy. Travis H says hello. Paulie Shortcuts. No, we got that. Mo FPV says, quick question. What's your solution for props that keep sliding off motors? 1 millimeter. If possible, prop screws, but on the smaller quads, that's kind of tough. The real solution is, I mean, not the real solution, but two different solutions. You can take super glue. Woo, sorry, guys. You could take super glue, put it on the tip of a pin, and how do I not have any propellers here? Yeah. There's the mounting hole of the propeller. Here's the propeller out here. You can take a little bit of super glue on the head of a pin, get it in there, and just rub it all around, and then let it dry. What that's going to do is it's going to texture the inside of the hole in the propeller. And so when you put the propeller on, it's going to have a little bit more bite on the motor shaft. The problem with doing that is if you put the propeller off and on like 2 or 3 or 4 times, every time it's going to push a little bit more of that super glue out, and eventually it's going to push all of it out, and the propeller is going to start falling off again. So a more permanent solution that I've been doing recently is I take my really sharp-tipped tweezers. Don't do it with expensive tweezers because it's going to ruin the sharp tips on them. So do it with your junky, fine-tipped tweezers. And you put the tweezers inside the hole as deep as you can get them, and you rotate it around in there. And what you're trying to do is score up. You know, right now it's a perfectly smooth hole in the propeller, and it's just smooth plastic against smooth metal, right? And they come apart sometimes. On the inside of the propeller, if you score it up real good, you'll like, if this is the plastic, you'll push into the plastic and it'll like raise on either sides of the sharp tip, right? So that little raised edge on the inside of there will grab against the motor shaft. So you do it on both sides. You take the propeller, you go in at a 45-degree angle, score it all the way around, and then you flip the propeller around, and you go in there at a 45-degree angle, and you score the bottom of the propeller. So now on the top and the bottom of the inside of the propeller, there are areas of raised plastic that are just gonna, you'll feel it when you're pushing the propeller onto the motor shaft, like you'll feel it's all of a sudden biting more. And yeah, that's the best way that I've found to make these propellers not fly off the 1 millimeter motor shafts. Freelojo says, if I run a 550 mAh, it's 240 something grams, and with an 850 mAh, 270 something grams on 1804 with RunCam split, Fettec 35 amp AIO on my Granderino. Wow, I'm surprised it's that light. Although it makes sense. The 550 mAh battery that's a light battery. That's a really light battery. I'm surprised though that it's under 280 with an 850 mAh batteries, an 850 mAh battery, and you've got it on 1804s. I'll be damned. Huh. Okay. What I can say is that 550 mAh battery is going to get its ass kicked by those 1804s. They are going to light that battery ablaze if you dive into if you start pounding on the throttle. So yeah, careful with that. But that's pretty cool that you can get it under 250. I wonder what the flight time would be like on that 550. I mean, on that 550, you're not going to be able to hammer the throttle, so you're going to be limping it around so the battery doesn't get too hot. So you'll probably get good runtime because you won't be able to dive into the throttle hard. But yeah. Why can you work, please? YouTube, please. There we go. Freelojo says, oh, and the Fettec AIO has an MPU 6000. That's pretty dope. It's a shame that it runs on KISS. Although, you might be able to flash that with Betaflight, and then it'll fly good. You know, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to shit all over KISS. CiottiFPV's in the house. He says, what's up, mofos? Gangly gang and CiottiFPV. Polly Shortcut says 94 gram all up weight, Beta FPV flight controller 2 to 4S. Nice. Yeah, you're good, Polly. That setup will be that'll be a powerful toothpick setup. That'll be fun to fly. Go Kart Martzart says, what's up, CiottiFPV? Hey folks. CMYK says that Savage B frame is nice. YouTube just did the thing. Where the hell was I? There we go. Go-Kart Mozart says, are you going to try out those Speedy Pizza Whoop batteries? Probably not. They are not folded cell. And I have tried 2 or 3 different 350 mAh rolled cell Tiny Whoop batteries. And they just can't hold a candle to the folded cells. So, yeah, like, I love that there's another battery option, but the 350s that I have tried were made by GNB, and GNB makes better batteries than China Hobbyline. So if I'm not happy with the way that the GNB 350s perform, I'm going to really hate the Speedy Pizza 350s. So, yeah, I don't really think it's worth it. The folded cell Tiny Whoop batteries are just, like, they just demolish everything. There's really no competition. For whatever reason, in that little tiny battery size, folded cell seems to just work so much better. So, yeah, I don't really see a point in diving into those. Quad City Bay Area with a $2 super chat. What's he saying? He's saying, you think sub 250 will be attacked by the FAA in the future? Absolutely. Absolutely it will. But it buys us some time, and, you know, even if it does get attacked, maybe the toy drone manufacturers will, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Blue Sky says, which folded cells do you recommend? They're all the same, so it doesn't matter which ones you buy. The only thing that makes any of them different, and the reason why I buy the WeBleed ones, is that the WeBleed batteries use one big sticker. They use one big sticker that goes all the way around. So when you put this thing into and take it out of your frame a million times, it doesn't rip the sticker off. It's a really silly reason, but they're all the same anyway. So why not get the ones where the sticker will stay on? So yeah, I will say that I have run the WeBleeds, the Tattoos, and the Tiny Whoops. And for whatever reason, the WeBleeds did hold up better. I ran 5 or 6 of all of them just in tandem, so they got the same number of cycles. And so could totally be a coincidence, 33% chance that happens. Or maybe WeBleed has a better deal with whoever the battery manufacturer is, and they pull the better ones for WeBleed. I have absolutely no idea. But all the batteries are the same. They're being made in the same place, so it's kind of all the same. Scrolling back up to try to find my place. Metartson says, I think the tiny trainer is one reason there are more 3S batteries to be found than 2S in the same size class you'd want for a toothpick. Yeah, good call. I didn't think about that, but that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Ramdonko says, did any use come of the dry caps, expensive little ones solid? I have not used, my dad sent me a whole bunch of capacitors that he had floating around, and I've had them right here. So he sent me a whole bunch of these tantalums. Tantalum. Yeah, he sent me a whole bunch of these tantalums, and then he also sent me a whole bunch of these ceramic capacitors. I have not had a build that has needed them, but yeah, the next time I have a build that's being a jerk, an electric noise jerk, I am going to try these tantalums and ceramics to see if they'll clean it up at all. But yeah, I tend to use good quality electronics, and the good quality electronics usually have enough capacitors on board to clean up the electrical noise. But yeah, haven't tried them yet, but it's really cool that I have them waiting. CiottiFPV says, howdy, CiottiFPV. Took an FPV break as I bought a Subaru. Been deep in fixing modding it. In that order, I'm sure. I hope you're doing well, brother. I am, man. Great to have you back. Yeah, Subarus are tough. Very, very difficult to work on. The Subarus are a labor of love, with the emphasis on labor. But when they're running, they're okay, I guess. They're not my deal, but a lot of people love them, and that's there's nothing wrong with that. Denzel the Terrible says, tell us more about the smooth hole. Mo FPV says, thanks, dude. So frustrating when it happens mid-flight. What were we just talking about, Mo? When what happens? Oh, when the propellers come off mid-flight. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for sure. Freelojo says, it's on Fettec Alpha, not Kiss. Same thing. Just as shitty. Just kidding. Not quite as shitty. None of them are shitty. They're not shitty. They're just old. Fettec Alpha, Kiss, it's all just old stuff. It's like running Betaflight 3-4 years ago. Which, Betaflight flew great 3 or 4 years ago. So the Fettec Alpha, the Kiss stuff, flies just as good as Betaflight did 3 or 4 years ago. But Betaflight has just demolished all of the flight firmwares in the past 3 or 4 years, which is why I feel it necessary to always shit on everything other than Betaflight. It's nothing personal against you guys. I'm just trying to push you towards the clearly better flight firmware. So please don't ever take it personally. I don't keep track of who runs it. I don't keep track of who doesn't run Betaflight and like target them. It's just, every time I see somebody running not Betaflight, I feel like it's my civic duty to remind them that there's something much better out there, that's cheaper and flies better, and there's more info and about, and yeah, all that good stuff. But please never take it personally. I ran Kiss and Flight 1 for a couple of months a bunch of years ago, and Kiss sort of worked. Flight 1 didn't work. Flight 1 tried to kill me. Kiss sort of worked, and it flew. It cost a ton of money to fly. because the components are way more expensive, and then they're way more sensitive, so they break more often, and then you got to replace motors and props all the time because the filtering sucks and it can't handle any vibrations. So it's a very expensive rig to fly, but it was a really fun experience, and it really made me appreciate Betaflight, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, so yeah, Denzel says that's why Steel's apexes are brown, because Kiss flies like shit. So yeah, there's that. CMYK says, WeBleed just posted that they are hiring a few ambassador positions. Well, that's pretty cool. I wonder what that entails. You guys should check that out. That could be really cool. Metartson says, sell those tantalum caps to someone building guitar pedals for idiotic prices. Are they expensive? Hold on. Let me look. Tantalum capacitors. That doesn't look like they're all that expensive. Oh my god. I changed my mind. $3 for one. That seems insane. I think that might be a joke about people who build guitar pedals being willing to spend a ton of money. I don't know. That's my guess. My guess is that's a joke against guitar people. Guitar people are willing to spend some unbelievable money. It's really just absurd. But I mean, I get it. We're all willing to spend a lot of money on our hobbies. Matthew Karam says, are you running 4S for the Granderino? Indeed I am. There is no reason to run anything more than 4S on a micro. It actually hurts your builds because the lightweight, small ESCs that we run on micro builds blow up a lot earlier from having to deal with the voltage of 6S. And the amount of amps that these little tiny motors pull are not enough to benefit from 6S. So running 6S on a micro is actually bad. Like, not only do you not get any advantages, but you get a lot more blown up ESCs, which sucks. I hate when ESCs go. So yeah, don't run anything more than 4S on any micros, in my opinion. It's just going to cause you more headaches and cost you more money and more trouble and blah, 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 blah. Nani FPV says, I bought the Subaru for snow. I'm a Honda man. LOL. Nice. Yeah, it's Subaru does make, I guess all their cars are all-wheel drive. And sometimes it can be a little hard to find an all-wheel drive car. So yeah, if you're looking for all-wheel drive and for snow stuff, a lot of people go Subaru. All right, we're caught up on chat. Look at us go. Let's dive into... Let's do WeBleedFPV first, because we can get through the entire WeBleedFPV website on this live stream. Please, God, let this still stay in stock. Oh my God, they've got 74 of these clear canopies in stock. That is amazing. I'm gonna buy 4 of the damn things. So this is the main reason that I'm doing a WeBleedFPV order. But there's also a couple other things. I am going to snag 4 more of their batteries, and I'm going to get the BT 2.0 ones because PH 2.0 can go to hell. So we're going to grab another 4-pack of the best folded cell batteries
in the world.
What else do we have? Cameras and canopies. So, all right. Let's do this. Let's pull these guys over here, and I can close out of this and this, and what is this? This is something interesting that I might not need, but it's only $4, so I'm gonna give it a shot because this might be just the right screw. I don't know. It's an M1.7 by 10. I think I really need a by 12, but I sometimes I just like to have extra screws floating around, and I don't really have many M1.7s. So, and these guys are black. If I do have M1.7s, they're silver. So whatever, we'll snag these. Okay, so here's what I do when I order from websites. I go to like their main shop, and I'll just like open up tabs. with the entire website. Don't need gift cards, goggle and accessories. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Cool. WeBleedFPV, gates and accessories. All right, now we're good. All right, cool. So now we've got the entire website opened, and we can just start flipping through it. This will also teach you, by doing this, you learn a lot about like FPV parts, because you'll see stuff that you don't understand what it is, but you'll at least like read the description or whatever, and then the third time you see it, you'll be like, oh, I know what that is. And you'll also find stuff that you didn't realize that you like need, essentially. So, dual ELRS receiver. No, if that was the regular single, I might actually grab it. Unify Pro, don't need that. Okay. Good to go here. Next tab. Oh, the ViFly Whoop Store 3. I mean, my version 2 is completely fine, so we'll skip that. 33 bucks. Already have some of these batteries. These are some of the best 450 mAh batteries. They are folded cell. They're a little heavy for me, but they're really, really good. I really like this BetaFPV BT 2.0 charger end tester. I love this. I have 2 of these. This is super, super, super nice to have. Great little travel charger and a voltage tester, as you can see by the image there. Let's see what else we got in here. If you're ever in the market for BT 2.0 pigtails, don't get the pigtails. Get these little adapters, because you can just cut the PH 2.0 off of this adapter and you'll have the pigtail, or you can leave it an adapter and you might use it as an adapter. These are really handy to have. XT60 male to XT30 female. These are really, really nice. I love these no wire versions because it just sits right on the plug. I have a bunch, so I'm good. All right, next one. I think I actually need another Meteor 65 frame. Perfect example of like if I hadn't flipped through the entire website, I wouldn't have remembered to get this. So let's get a black one, and I'm also gonna get a clear one. I like having a few of these extras in. Their colors, I don't understand BetaFPV's colors. Like that's not a, that blue is like too light. I guess it's the BetaFPV blue, so I get it. The orange is just, I don't know. The green is like give me a green. Don't give me this weird like lime green. It's not even like a seafoam green. The pink is, I guess, okay, I guess. The yellow is kind of weird. The red is kind of cool, but I don't know. It's not like a dark enough red. The cyan I don't like at all. And then the purple is like way too pink. I don't understand. BetaFPV's colors are all like weird. Like just, is it too much to ask for like regular primary colors? Like a primary blue, a primary red, a primary fucking purple? I guess this is pretty much a pink, but I don't know. Their colors are weird. Right? Is it just me? It's probably just me. That's okay. Oh, I'm really tempted to get another one of these BetaFPV Cross AIOs for another walk snail whoop build. I'm gonna pause on that though. 47 bucks is not bad either. I already have a couple of these micro canopy lights, but this is arguably one of the, if not the best option for mounting walk snail light on a tiny whoop. It's a little bit heavier, but the camera sits in there really nice. The Mobula 6 canopy is a little bit lighter, but the camera just doesn't sit in there quite as proper. And there's a chance that the camera sits in there a little bit sideways. I'm still trying to figure that out. This little rubber grommet set is really nice to have here for 12 bucks. It comes with a shitload of rubber grommets, and you can use them as spacers. So this is a really nice little kit to have. You're not going to use the screws that it comes with. 1.4 by 5. 1.2 by 4. Yeah, you won't use those screws it comes with probably, but it's nice to have those rubber grommets. And then, oh! I'm gonna start making my own. But this is the little 2S adapter that you need for the tiny lifters. These were out of stock for a while, so I'm super happy to see them back in stock. But I have a few of these, and I only have two tiny lifters, so I'm actually okay. And the next time I need one of these, I'm gonna make my own because it's easy to do. You just jump this one, and you're off to the races. I think that's the end of this page. Wait, hold on. We got some screws. Oh, look at this. Some PEEK screws, it looks like. Save a little bit of weight here. All right. So we got some metal 1.4 by 3. Don't need those. Metal 1.6 by 4. Don't need those either. Wow, Beta FPV is selling PEEK screws. I'll be damned. How much are they? They're kind of oh no, that's not bad. $8. I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try them for $8. Usually these PEEK screws are like $20 for a set. Yeah, let's try them. Shit, cool. Okay, now we're all back to the camera section. And I am in need of... Oh, maybe I don't have to do a... maybe I don't have to do a WeBleedFPV order. Oh, I do. Because of these propellers. I need these propellers bad, too. Alright, well, that's okay. Ooh, the new... So this is the new... I talked a week or so ago about the new WeBleedFPV canopy, and this is it. It's set up for screw mount cameras, and then it's got this great big opening so you can change your up tilt. To me, this is a canopy for toothpicks, not tiny whoops. You put this on a tiny whoop and it's really heavy. It's like a full, like 1 to 1.5 extra grams by running a camera that has the screw holes. And this is just a bigger canopy. But for a toothpick, man, this would be a great canopy, especially because you have the adjustable up tilt. So you can put a bunch of up tilt in if you want to go really fast, or run low up tilt if you want to go slow. And it comes in purple, which is the most important part. I have a bunch of them in clear, though, so I'm going to skip it. There's the Happy Model canopy, the Module 6 canopy, I should say. This is great that they sell the walk snail canopy. I have this canopy on my 75mm walk snail build, and I don't love it, if I'm honest. These holes here are a little bit too big, and the screws kind of push through those holes, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, I don't really know about this canopy. I don't know what screws they expect you to run, but yeah, the regular walk snail screws don't work all that well in this canopy. The other problem I have with this canopy is it kind of sits a little funny on top of the walk snail VTX. So yeah, I don't really recommend this canopy. Let's see. I mean, I kind of have to do the WeBleedFPV order anyway, so I might as well get. Like, I would kind of like to have a Ruby Goober canopy, but I might as well get it from WeBleedFPV, right? Unless they're sold out of them. Hold on. That's a game that we always have to play. Let's search for Goober. Poly shortcut soldered on a longer video wire, but the crossfire interference stayed. I just pulled the receiver and stuck it on top of the canopy. Problem solved. Yeah. So proximity is one of the other issues. I forgot about that. Yeah. Nice. Good troubleshoot. whatever it takes to get it working. So now that you know that the proximity is the issue, now you can try putting it in different locations, right? Having it on top of the canopy kind of sucks. You don't want it to smash into the ground, right? But yeah, now you can put it in different spots and try to find a spot where it's protected, but is not giving you interference. So that's cool. Good troubleshoot, man. Here's the Goober canopy, multiple colors. Let's make sure that, oh wow, they have it in solid black. That's, but it's sold out. Let's make sure they have it in ruby. They do indeed, and they have it in purple. I'm probably going to snag one of each. Okay. All right, let's just leave this opened. Oh, look at that blue. They have blue and then they have teal. Teal matches the props really well. Okay, so I'm not going to get the ruby canopy here. And let's keep going here. I think I looked through that whole page. This is a bunch of their gates. Hey, look. I already have some of this, but look at this. E6000 with a little precision tip, yo. Get you some of this. This is nice to have. I'm actually going to order another one. One for, I think I did order 2, though. You know what? I'm going to get a bunch of these for the giveaways. I'm going to get 4 of these fuckers for the giveaways. Hell yeah. That's a perfect giveaway item right there. Some LED strips, some LED power adapters. Yeah, this is stuff for the newbie drone gates. There they are. All right. Looks like this is the AIO page. Oh. I think Zotac got the good AIO in stock. They did indeed. Here it is. So I think I'm going to snag one of these as well. But let's go top to bottom. Happy Model Cross. I haven't heard anything great about it. I haven't heard anything terrible about it either, but I don't know. I feel like the beta FPV Cross, it's been out for longer. So I would maybe go with that one. BLV. Wow. Still BLV3s in stock. That's amazing. This is the flight controller that you want for the tiny lifters. Very cool. I love that Zotac still has. I wonder how many he has in stock. 4. He's still got 4 in stock. Damn. Very cool. Super B, stay away from this one. I had a bad experience personally, and I've heard from a lot of people that they're a mess. Although I have also heard that this Super B flight controller, if you backdate it onto BlueJ 0.16, it gets a lot better. The problem that I had with it is it blew up pretty quick, and I've heard that from a couple people that they don't last very long. So BlueJ 0.16 won't really help with that, more than likely. It could. Technically, it could. Here's the Beta FPV Cross. There's the Happy Model Diamond. Definitely stay away from that one. Stay away from the ELRS Diamond. The FR Sky Diamond is kind of okay. Happy Model OVX. Man, I'm really tempted to snag one of these. I'm really tempted to grab one of these. I've been kind of waiting because it's both version 3.1 and version 3.3, right? So it's a mix. The version 3.1 has the ICM 2689 gyro, which I do not like. I do not like that gyro. But the version 3 comes with the BMI 270, which is great. I forget this ICM 42688. But yeah, hopefully I would get one with the BMI 270. But yeah. Denny Flatland BMX says, did you try out the new BlueJ version 0.2? I did indeed on the previous live stream at the very end. It did not fix the issues. Still falls out of the sky. Metal Nerdskin found that E6000 with the tiny metal tip at Walmart. It says for jewelry or something. Very cool. And then Matthew Karam says, I'm going to try to dye the Mobula 6 canopy a few colors, including red. If it turns out well, I'll send you one. Thank you, dude. Very cool. The whole dyeing plastic thing is super cool. It's so easy to do. You just got to have a pan that you don't like in the kitchen. Because the dye tends to stain the pan. You just get a thing of RIT dye, you follow the instructions on it, you dump the dye into a pan, you bring it up to a boil, and you put shit in it, and it dyes it. It's really easy. Chase Dirk says, what motors would you recommend for 1S 2-inch freestyle? Depends completely upon the all-up weight. But you're going to want... Well... I actually would not really recommend 1S for 2-inch freestyle. Once you get up to a 2-inch propeller, you should be going to 2S. And so and because of that, your motor selection is going to be very limited. But you're going to be looking for like a 16 or a 17 or an 18,000 kV motor. That in order to control a 2-inch prop, you're going to want it to be like a 1203 or like a 1202. And I just don't think you're going to find it. I don't think you're going to find a motor that is going to be the right kV and the right stator volume for 1S 2-inch. So yeah. Try to go up to 2S, and then your motor selection will become a lot broader. You're going to be looking for like a 10 or an 11,000 kV motor on 2S. CMYK says, I have 2 of the Express LRS 4 version 3.1. Just need to figure out how to get the Express LRS versions the same for my new Boxer and the Betaflight build. Best of luck, my friend. I have a hard time doing it too, so I'm not the guy to ask. Blizzard FPV with a $2 California Canadian dollar super chat. He says, the Newbie Drone times TBS Whoop board does not fit the Meteor 65. Oh boy, way to go TBS. Way to go. Way to go TBS. Oh wait, no, Newbie Drone. Wait, really? I have put Newbie Drone AIOs into Meteor 65 frames before, and they fit. And to my knowledge, the TBS version of the Newbie Drone AIO is not any bigger. I guess it could be. I didn't look when I had it. I gave it to Patrick. Where does it not fit? That's weird, Blizzard. Wait a second. Didn't I put the... No, I put the regular BLV4. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to that for a fact because I did not take my TBS Newbie Drone AIO out and try to put it in a Meteor 65 frame. But yeah, where does it hit? Tongue Out FPV says, I started digital and just got my first set of analog goggles. What VTX and camera would you recommend for my micro build? So many options. Do I just go with the stock options from Flywoo? Most of the analog options are really good. The camera that you go with is going to depend a lot on the frame and the build and stuff like that. So, you know, all I can really say is that like on my analog 5-inch builds and the micros, my favorite analog camera is the Foxier Toothless Nano Starlight, but that might not fit in whatever your build is. So yeah, a lot of times you've got to go with whatever camera the frame manufacturer spec'd out. But yeah, Foxier Toothless Nano Starlight is my favorite of the analog cameras at the moment. And in terms of VTX, Man, I haven't been paying attention. All my favorite VTXs have been discontinued. I really liked the eSheen Nano. Is that just what it's called? I think it's just called the eSheen Nano V1 and V2. I think there was, last I saw, there was a V3 out. It's probably just as good. But yeah, stay away from Emax VTXs and stay away from Beta FPV VTXs. Other than that, you should be good. But also keep in mind the VTX needs to fit in the frame. So if the frame manufacturer like has the space for the VTX might be limited to the exact VTX that they spec out, right? So keep that in mind. Tongue Out says, thank you kindly for your input, brother. Much obliged. You got it, my friend. All right, let's keep going on the. I'm gonna wait on this AIO. Let's keep ripping through the WeBleedFPV website here. So we've got some bind and flies here. I obviously don't need any of those. Although they do have this NewbieDrone plastic carrying case in here, which I actually really like. This is a really nice little case. I have 2 of them that I use all the time. What else we got? Fractal frames. I'm good to go there. Oh, this is the fractal page, so it's got all the fractal stuff. Very cool. But yeah, I'm good to go. Where are we at here? This is the frames page. So we've got the fractals, and then we've got some cockroach frames here from NewbieDrone. Do I have... I do have an extra cockroach 75 frame. That's good. We already got some Meteor 65s. I'm actually really tempted to get one of these Savage Bee 3-inch frames, but I don't need another 3-inch toothpick frame. And okay, we're good to go here. We've got, what's this? This is the Gem Fan page. Oh, tell me. Be in stock. Be in stock. Be in stock. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not it. No. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Zotech. Amazing. All right, so I don't have to do a NewbieDrone order. Okay, fantastic. So let's get 2 sets of these. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh man, I feel bad because the title of the live stream. But we can just real quick, like, you know, no big deal. Nobody noticed. Placing a WeBleedFPV order. Yeah. There we go. Shh. You saw nothing. Okay. 40mm blue, 1.5mm shaft. Okay, cool. I'll admit, I do wish that I could get these in gray, like that, but that's okay. The blue ones are cool looking. Cool enough looking, at least. I could absolutely get the 1mm shaft ones in gray and just drill them out. But drilling from 1mm to 1.5, I'm always worried about it not being perfectly centered. So I try not to drill them out if I don't have to. Oh man, awesome. I can just do one big order here. That is great news. What else do we have from GemFan here? Here's the slightly bigger ones. Okay. We're good. I'm good on GemFan. I always have tons of GemFan props, so ooh, actually, this is interesting. NewbieDrone Max Comfort Foam for Fat Shark HDOs. So I think this is what I already have for my walk snail goggles. What's this though? Oh, HDOs and then HDO2s. I see. I forget which one I have. Oh, I didn't know WeBleed has a lanyard. That's pretty cool. It's got a big old Fastex buckle on it too. That's nice. Oh, and they've got a fat strap. Very cool. All right, next up. Ooh, the new Happy Model 702s. Very cool. Yeah, so Happy Model now sells 702s in 28,000 kV, which is really, really, really cool. Oh, and look, Zotac has singles. That's awesome. Nice. So yeah, I mean, if you've got a set, if you've bought a set of Tiny Whoop motors and you fucked one of them up, and you don't want to buy an entire set of 4 extras, you can come on here and you can get a single replacement in 28,000, 26,000, 23,000. The colors are going to be off, but you know, 1050 is better than 40 whatever, 44. So you can do that. The Tiny Whoop motors, basically all of the 702s that we've got that are available. Oh no, I guess that's not true. BetaFPV is making them. A couple different places are making them. But yeah, the Tiny Whoop and the the Tiny Whoop 702s are made by Happy Model. My phone just rang for like a split second and just shut off. That was weird. So this is the Happy Model page. That's where I'm at right now. Mobiidle. We got the flight controllers. And okay, cool. We're good to go. This is nice. These are good looking motors too, man. That like black with red trim thing, that's pretty slick looking. I gotta be honest. That's pretty nice. Handsome looking motor. You know, I need to go back to the Goober canopy now. Now that I don't need to do a newbie drone order, I need to go back and so yeah, we'll look through this page and then I'll search for Goober on here and we'll get that all situated. So this is the BetaFPV page on WeBleed. No, it's not. This is the hardware and accessories page. This is another nice little kit to just have for a couple of extra dollars. You'll get an extra set of grommets, and I think these are basically like little clear rubber bands and some extra hardware. Just nice to have. Always good to have extra hardware. This is my favorite little hardware kit, though, from BetaFPV, because you get a ton of these little rubber grommets. The Newbie Drone Toolkit is apparently really nice. I've heard great things about it. I'm not a toolkit guy, but if you need a little toolkit, this is a good one. Oh, it even comes with a little practice soldering board. That's really nice. That's really smart of them. Yeah, nice little kit. What is this? Okay, I was going to say, where's the other part of it? Yeah, that goes into the back of that. Yeah, nice little kit. I mean, this kit, this is, I mean, the reason why I don't do these kits is because they waste a bunch of space. Like right in here, this is wasted space. This is wasted space, right? This is nice, but yeah, sometimes your bag just doesn't have a spot for another case. And I mean, this looks like a pretty small one. So yeah, I have this little ratchet wrench and it's been holding up really nice. Looks like they're giving you a barrel plug to XT60 lead, which is great to have. Some solder, some flux. This is a good kit. I like it. What else we got? Batteries, some battery straps. Blizzard FPV with a 2 Californian Canadian dollar super chat. He says, okay, so newbie drone times TBS flight controller fits. Just have to bend the frame. Okay. So let me take a guess, Blizzard. When you drop it down on top of the ducts, it hits the ducts and it won't go past them. But if you push it, so because the ducts, the inside of the ducts are like, there we go. The ducts are like that. So when you go to push it down, it hits the top of the duct. But then once you get it past, it should have a little bit of clearance. That's my guess as to what's going on. All right, back in. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. I knew it. Just push harder, bro. Just push harder. Here's some, yeah, see, the peak screws are usually expensive, $33.33. Although this is a lot of them. How many are in here? 50. Yeah, 50 of the damn things. That's awesome. I don't know. I'll try the BetaFPV ones, the cheapo BetaFPV ones. These are almost certainly better quality than the BetaFPV ones. But yeah, we'll try the cheapies first, and then we'll go PP. Chase says, you don't have an affiliate link for RDQ. I do not. RDQ does not give plebs like me affiliate links. You have to have more than 10,000 subscribers. So, yeah. No RDQ affiliate link for you. But to be honest, they're my least favorite of the US resellers. Their customer service is worse than all of the rest, and yeah, I don't know. There's some other reasons, but so I really prefer GetFPV is my favorite, WeBleedFPV is my second favorite, Pyrodrone is my third favorite, and then RDQ is the worst. So I don't mind not having an affiliate link to them if I'm completely honest. All right. Cool. So, hey, now we're going to go back to the camera and canopy page because I need another BI. So I'm going to get one of those. And then I need another. I don't need the. Well, I guess I do kind of need the goober canopies. I'm running out of them. So we're going to get a ruby red goober canopy. And it. Oh, I guess they don't have the purple. Ah, well, that's okay. I am going to get a teal because the teal canopy matches really nicely with the teal propellers. So I'll snag a teal canopy as well. And all right. I like to run the colored canopies because it makes the tiny whoop a little bit easier to find. I know that sounds insane, but it's really true. Do I need another? I think I just need one extra BI camera. I think I somehow ran out of the damn things. Okay, cool. We're good here. Let's keep going. Zotek from WeBleed very kindly sent me a bunch of screamers and V2 bleeders, so I'm good to go on their motors. Ooh, he's got the WeBleedFPV 702s. Very cool. We saw that he's got the happy models. That's pretty slick. WeBleedFPV Flow 802s. Hey, speaking of, hey, I need to print out another. Somebody buy something from me. I need to print out another label. I have a bunch of shit that I'm selling. Somebody buy something from me. This is a set of brand new WeBleedFPV 0802 27,000 kV motors with the little ball bearings. They're for sale. AOS Cine 35 with an extra top and bottom plate is also for sale. I have everything. I've never used this. That is absolutely brand new. I just pieced it together for the live stream. And then look at this. I got a whole bunch of these. If you're looking to build a lightweight 75mm rig, these batteries are really good for that. These are Emax, but they're actually GNB 300 mAh fat batteries. They fit in the Mobula 7 canopies with the fat battery holders. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these I have already swapped over to BT 2.0. So 4 of them are ready to go on BT 2.0. 2 of them are still on GNB 27. Quad 6.6 turned me on to these batteries. These are like his favorite. And so you used to be able to get these 300s as GNB, but you can't anymore. But I did a little myth busting, and yeah, these are made by GNB. So yeah, I've got 6 of these damn things. 4 on BT 2.0, 2 on GNB 27. And then I've got, I still have a bunch of, there's of course all the stuff on my Etsy store, a whole bunch of really fun stickers and random hardware. The Teespring store, they ship direct, so that doesn't allow me to print out a thing. I've got a whole bunch of McStinky mounts. If you want to try a McStinky mount out, I got you covered on that. I've got a bunch of the Flywoo 9x15 race wire LEDs. These are really the only race wire LEDs that you can put on a micro that's 4S that are small enough. So I've got a bunch of these in pink and in green. And I'm sure I've got one or two more things. What is this? Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of. If you're building a tiny lifter, I have a bunch of the 3D printed Insta360 Go 2 holders. That's the main stuff that I have. Yeah, so stickers and other stuff. I'm sure there's a box here, or there's a bag here with a bunch of stuff. You know what I still have is that Axis flying box for DJI goggles out into a monitor. So if you need that Axis box, let me know. It's in here somewhere. It's over here somewhere. If you order it, I swear I'll find it. Not order it. If you buy it, I should say. Yeah. That's what I got, yo. That's what I got at the moment. Where's that bag of stuff, yo? I don't know where it went. But yeah, you know the Axis box. If you need the Axis box, let me know. King FPV says, just got some of the Screamers. You're going to love them. Freelojo says, how much for the newbie drone motors? A little bit less than what they are new. I'll hook you up. Brandon's Baked Beans says, drop in the Etsy link. Thank you, dude. And then Go-Kart Mozart says, what a sales pitch. Somebody buy something from me. That's, you just, you know, half of sales is just asking the question, you know? If you don't ask the question... What is it? What's Gretzky's quote? You miss 100% of the slap shots that you don't take. Take that slap shot, yo. Send me your money. Back on to WeBleedFPV. We're doing flow motors in the 802 variant. Some 703s, super interesting. A little too low of a KV though, 16,000 KV. We got some brushed motors rather. All right, cool. We're good here. We're getting towards the end of the WeBleedFPV website. What page is this? This is the newbie drone page. So I mean, we've pretty much seen all the newbie drone stuff by now. And, all right. Oh, there's a bunch of newbie drone stuff. Let's just make sure we didn't miss anything magical. One more. Ooh, this is actually really nice. $3. So this is what you guys want to look out for when your ELRS ceramic antennas break. You're looking for 2.4 replacement antennas. So you could cut this off. You could cut this active element off and use this as a replacement for your little ceramic antenna. Or actually, the better use for these, if you have a BLV4 with the T antenna, these guys will save you almost a full gram. So yeah, if you have any plans of or already have a BLV4 newbie drone tiny whoop, I would recommend you get these antennas, and you're only going to use one of them. You're going to swap your T antenna out for one of these, and you're going to save a bunch of weight. And ELRS is so good that it'll just like work. You'll be good to go. So yeah. Newbie drone Azzy props. Okay. I'm a big fan of how the Azzy props fly. I'm not a fan of how they crash and installing them. A lot of times when I'm installing the Azzy props, they're so flimsy that I'll bend the blades. And once you bend a blade on them, you never get them back straight again. So I typically stay away from there. I'm a big fan of these newbie drone race gates. You get 5 of them for $30. It's a really good deal. They're a little bit smaller, but yeah, they'll be your challenging gate to get through. All right, so we're good on newbie drone. What's next? Hey, here's the prop page. This is always my most favorite page on all websites because props are cheap and they make a huge difference in the air. Freeloger says I messaged on Discord for the motors. Awesome, thank you, dude. See, it works. Someone buys something for me, and then lo and behold, somebody buys something for me. That's all you got to do. Okay, we good on propellers. We just needed those We just needed these guys right here. Radio transmitters. Boy, do I not care. Ooh, that's a cool little switch cover set. I like that. What is that? What are these weird looking things? What the hell are those? What? What? What is that? What in the hell? What? Is that a switch? Wow. Oh, it's a wheel delete. Oh, that's pretty neat. Huh. Okay. These thumb grippies are really nice, and I love that they're red. The WeBleed ones are red. My favorites are the smaller ones. Which ones? These ones. These Pinch Sticks Extreme. I actually have a set of these waiting to go on. All right. We're good on that page. This is a couple of ready-to-fly rigs. Don't care about those. Some TBS stuff. Don't care. And you can hire Zotec to come out and stand around in a red green man suit. I guess that would be a red man suit. Amazing. Screamers. The OG brushless motors. This peak screws. Oh, the hot sauce. I'm already stocked up on this, but this is really good hot sauce. It's sweet and garlicky. It's not super hot, which is a good thing. What you eat is not a contest. You're not gonna. You don't. You know. What's up, McMucus? This is a cool sticker set right here, yo. I think I already have all these, though. All right. And I think we are about there. This is a really cool LED cube gate setup that WeBleed sent me one of. You guys have seen it a bunch. And oh man, I'm dying to check out these 4-foot slalom lights. They just seem like the coolest thing ever. I just can't justify $60 for them because that's more of like a racing kind of thing. I don't know. I wonder if they throw out enough light to be like a. I kind of want to put it back behind the TV, but I can't really justify the $60. That's fine. All right, this is a bunch of the stuff for their LED gates. Mick Mucus says, "Did you get your clear canopies from WeBleed?" That's specifically why I'm doing this order, to be honest with you. WeBleed T-shirt. Oh, that's an official shirt right there. Hell yeah, a little gray polo action. All right. Okay, coaster, that's pretty slick. This little Velcro kit is actually really nice. I use this Velcro kit with my newbie drone gates to create this little thing, and I love this configuration of the newbie drone gates. So yeah, I mean, you know, you could do it with any old Velcro, but these are cut like these square ones are cut in just the perfect size. Wow, he's got a lot of random stuff in here. Very cool. A lot of gate-related random stuff. Drone racing gloves. Look at that. Hell yeah. Get your gloves on, yo. And then some other stuff. Very cool. Very, very cool. So there we go. There's that's my WeBleed order. That's not a super exciting order. So, but I mean, it's just some stuff, some general purpose kind of stuff that I need. The teal goober canopy, the red goober canopy, the extra BI camera, the 1.6 inch 1.5 millimeter shaft propellers, 2 sets of those. 4 of these E6000s, because these are going to go in the giveaways. The Beta FPV Peak screws, we'll see how they do. A clear Meteor 65 canopy, a black Meteor 65 canopy. I'm basically just getting these for these screws, a set of their batteries, and 4 of the clear canopies. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna leave this, so now I don't need newbie drone or newbie drone or newbie drone. I can leave this guy opened, and when the stream is over, I will put in all my info. The last thing that I want to do, though, is take a look at some new products from GetFPV and Pyrodrone's weekly emails that kind of came through. Keep loading the chat up with any questions you've got, of course, but yeah, we'll dive in here. And so we talked about the Radio Master Pocket thing the other day. I don't know. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see like an actual review of it from an actual pilot that that I trust. If it's half decent and it is actually small, it doesn't really look that small, but maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. It could be a good like gorilla whooping kind of radio, but we'll see. Meteor 75 Pro 1S. I mean, this has been out. Maybe they're just getting it back in stock or something. I don't know. 1102, 22,000 kV. 22,000 is kind of low, but it is using a slightly bigger propeller. I don't know. I would not go with this over the Mobula 7 ELRS. Mobula 7 1S ELRS. This might make a little bit more power and be a little bit more efficient, but I can almost guarantee you that this frame is not going to be as durable, and I don't like the Beta FPV camera or VTX. So yeah, and this canopy is very heavy, so this is not my jam. Lumineer Lux, I don't know, man. I've had a really rough time with Lumineer electronics. They don't make their own electronics; they're just white labeling from someone else. So you know, these might be totally fine, but I don't know. I would skip it maybe. Bunch of ISDT stuff back in stock. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna take a drink, guys. Hang on. All right, there we go. I don't have a whole lot to say about the ISDT stuff. This Stargazer is kind of interesting. I don't know. Could be cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of the Axis flying box, instead of spending, if you're interested in it, instead of spending $209, I'll sell it to you for $109. Hell, I'll sell it to you for $100. So let me know. Let me know if you want this Axis box. Just like you see here, it's your link between the goggles and a screen. Or I guess you could output to a computer and maybe do live streaming things with it. Look, it's got all these ports on it. Yeah. Yeah. Axis box, yo. Get you some. Get you some of Axis's box. Neoprene landing pads, only 70 cents. Damn. It's actually a pretty good deal. This is why I love GetFPV, man. Look what they're selling. Sometimes I feel like GetFPV will sell anything. Wow, $400. I thought this was going to be like $1,000. $400 for an aerial survey craft. That does not seem like a lot of money. Huh. Very cool. Very, very cool. What? Hold on. You're not trying to say that I would maybe not put a picture of a full fat DSLR. I can't possibly imagine this thing could lift up an entire DSLR. Maybe it can, but I doubt it. Boy, oh boy, do I doubt it. But hey, what do I know? I don't know anything about Wangs. I'm a box kind of guy. Look at this! Hard case with divide. Good lord. Wow, it looks like a nice case, man. I'm such a case queen. I just love cases. They're so expensive though. I never end up buying them, but looks like it's made by Seahorse Protective Equipment. I would research Seahorse to make sure that their cases are as good as Pelicans. Oh boy! Imagine showing up with something like this. How fucking professional would you feel? We running around with backpacks and shit like a bunch of dicks. Oh, look at those dividers! Ooh! Come on! Divide my life, yo. New Cinelog 35 V2. I don't care. Crossfire Nano. Nobody cares about that. What's the Cinelog 35 V2? Oh god, look at all these. I don't know, man. I don't understand. I still don't understand these prop guarded rigs. It's probably just me. I'm probably the problem. But I don't know. I'm not into them though. You can't fly them slowly because they don't have tall enough ducts. You can't fly them around people because you're gonna cut someone's face off. I just don't get it. I guess if they're the propellers are a millimeter off the ground, so you can't land the damn thing. So yeah, I don't get these rigs, but what do I know? Bunch of GemFan props back in stock. Very cool. My current favorites are the 49. What are they? 4936? I think they're 4930. No, 4934. Here they are. These are my current favorite. Well, no, they have a slightly more pitchy version of these that are my favorites. But yeah, the GemFan 4.9s I'm absolutely in love with. They've got their own 3D printing. It looks like it's done by Brain 3D, so that's amazing. It's going to get you the best quality in the world. Don't get these Beta FPV BT 2.0 batteries. They are not folded cell. They are rolled cell batteries, and they cannot even hold a hold on though. Hold on. That looks pretty flat on the side. These might actually be folded cell. Usually, the previously these have been rolled cell, and they don't suck, but they're not good. This looks like it might be folded cell. Let me do a quick find. Fold. No, they're not calling out that they're folded cell. I would assume that if they were folded cell, they would call it out. But I mean, the picture does kind of look like it might be. I don't know. Look, it's got the sticker that doesn't wrap around, so don't get them. Get the WeBleeds. You know they're going to be folded cell, and the sticker's not going to rip off. So, yeah. Depends. Yeah, I bet you it's still rolled cell. DJI FPV controller. Who cares? Who cares? GetRC gear. GetRC's got some really nice stuff. Shop all get. That's nice. A shop all GetRC gear button. That's actually kind of slick. Meteor 75 Pro HD. This I would stay away from this one, the analog 75 Pro, but this HD Pro is a lot more interesting. This is an awful lot more interesting to me. So this is a maybe for me. I think the motors are still too low of a KV, 1102 to 22,000. I would rather have a 1002, 24,000 or 23,500. But yeah, this is an interesting little rig. This is a maybe for sure. God, I would love BetaFPV to send me one of these. I would love to review one of these. Cinemania sale. Look at that. Axis flying 2-inch little Cinewhoop. Interesting idea. What's that squeaking sound? Like a mouse. There's been something running around up above the ceiling tiles the last 2 nights. I'm like, oh man, please just go away. I don't want to have to kill something. This is interesting. What is this little fucker weigh? Looks fat. Metadirtson says, is the 4937 the one you like? It is indeed. Thank you. Good cat. Good call. Freelojo just did some shopping with CiottiFPV at WeBleed. Nice. Ramdago says, did Kebab design it? Pocket, that is. I don't know. What's Pocket? I like the Pocket, Raven says. What are you guys talking about? Pocket. What's the Pocket? All right, let's take a look. Wow, $465. Holy fuck. What do you weigh? It says sub 250. Great. I would fucking hope so. Wow, it comes with 2 different motors. That's a terrible idea. It comes with a 1305 and a 1405. What are you thinking? Obviously, it doesn't come with... I mean, I certainly hope that it doesn't come with both motors. They need to... I mean, this is... Don't say this, ever. If you're gonna buy this, I would, if nothing else than just on principle, ask whoever you're buying it from what motors it comes with, because the document... Oh, I see. So this is one big information sheet for the 2.5-inch rig and the 2-inch rig. So what they should say here is that the 2-inch rig is equipped with the C135s and the 2.5-inch rig is equipped with the C1405s. But that's not what they say. I don't know. It looks interesting. I sure wish there was a fucking weight. Yeah, here we go. So which one is this? This is the 2-inch, and it's 42.8 grams. That's not too bad. I thought it was going to be way heavier than that. 42.8. Okay. The only problem is it's meant to carry an Insta360 Go 2, and like that's kind of heavy, I think. Let me weigh one of the let me weigh the tiny lifter. So the tiny lifter, I want to say, is like 38 grams. Nah, it's less than that, 35 grams. So yeah, you're talking an extra it's an extra 8 grams over the tiny lifter, and it's a 2-inch. Wow, that's pretty light, actually. That's pretty light. The problem you're going to run into, though, is with efficiency. If you look at the area being of thrust that's being blocked, come on, get out of here. You've got this big, thick carbon fiber arm here, whereas on the tiny lifter, it's just got those really thin little duct supports. And then just this whole center area, like the propellers want to pull in thrust. Like the propellers pull thrust in a cone. So when you've got all this garbage in that cone area, it really affects the efficiency, and it makes it a lot louder. You can literally like hear the lack of efficiency in most of this style rig. And it gets worse as you get smaller and smaller and smaller. So even though this is only a little bit heavier than the tiny lifter, you're going to have to run a much bigger battery on this to get the same runtime as it. So yeah, I don't really know about this. I don't know about that weight. I'm having a really hard time believing that this thing only weighs 8 grams more, because the tiny lifter, is a super lightweight Cockroach 75 frame, super lightweight AIO, crazy lightweight camera with no screw mounts, and 1002, 1102 motors. This thing has a full carbon fiber frame, gigantic motors, 1304 motors. It's got a bunch of TPU on it. It's got an Immortal T looking thing. It's got a full size, well, not full size, but it's got a nano camera with screw mounts. I'm gonna call shenanigans on this weight. I don't think this is actually, I could totally be wrong, but I do not think that this thing is 42.8 grams. But even at 42.8 grams, it's going to need a great big battery. Oh, Jesus Christ. The recommended battery is a 4S550. The Tiny Lifter runs a 2S300. This is almost 4 times as big of a battery that they want you to run on it. And didn't they have some runtime? Yeah, look at the runtimes. With an Insta360 Go 2 and that gigantic battery, you're only going to get 4 minutes and 25 seconds of cruising. That's yeah, no, this no. So this is the problem. Like this style rig at 2 inches, the propellers are too small, and you've got all this blocking thrust. If you're gonna do a rig like this, it should be a 2.5, because then the ducts get a little bit bigger and you get a lot more efficiency. Because like when you look at this, it's like 30% of the area of the duct here has like major obstructions in the way. If you go up to a 2.5-inch prop, that percentage is going to go down. Instead of 30 or 40%, it's going to become 20 or 30% has a major blockage. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys to take a hard pass on this thing. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the greatest rig in the world, but I bet you it's not. Beta FPV Cetus. This is apparently one of the best ways to get started. QAV Pro. I don't know. I wish it was a 2.5-inch, but you know, sub 250 is tough. I've not had a good time with the Lumineer N20 batteries. I would stay away. Bunch of DJI stuff. Jesus, GetFPV. This is a hell of an email. I've heard good things about this, but it doesn't look as cool as the iFlight carbon fiber one. This is just hysterical. This is just a power bank that you can get off of Amazon. And always look in their clearance section. GetFPV has a great clearance section. So there you go. There's GetFPV's email. Here's Pyrodrone's email. We only have a couple of minutes before Bot Grinder starts, so we're going to really blast through this. It's going to be a lot of the same stuff anyway, though. What is this? HD receiver with... This is exactly what I've been looking for. What? What the hell? Yo! This is exactly what I've been looking for. For when I go to the RC Drift Car place. Shit, I missed that last night. Forgot to go. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm leaving this open in a tab. Righteous. Look at that. What? Oh. This is for the module. I go TX V2 heatsink. God, I'm freezing down here right now. Here we go. Okay. Goggles 2 pouch. That's pretty cool. TBS dongle and cable. I don't know what that's about. Some beta FPV stuff. We already looked through that. Yeah, a lot of the same stuff that we've already kind of seen. Some stuff that's back in stock. See, that's a more realistic weekly email right there. You know what I mean? Let's get caught up on chat and then we'll shut this show down. Matt Artson says, I'm betting the weight they quote is for the frame alone with no drivetrain. I kind of agree. I think it's actually a little heavy. Yeah, I don't know. FP Avery is in the house. What's up, homie? How you been? Just want to let you know I love building my fleet while listening to your streams. Nice. Thanks, dude. Never change, bro. I won't. That's the sound of me sucking up. Do me a favor. Well, let me just do this. Okay. YouTube is just a jerk. When you come in, type take the space out between Ciotti and FPV. If you do that, it'll light up in orange like this. I almost didn't see your comments. Ramdago says, did Kebab design it? Oh, the pocket transmitter. I doubt that he designed it, but you never know. If he did design it, it will be good. If he did not design it, God only knows. But Erickson says, the Radio Maker Pocket Bob puts out a video about transmitters and they dropped that the very next day. LOL. Did Bob put a video out about transmitters? What? Why did I not see that? What the hell? What? Why did I not? What? I'm subscribed. How did I not see that? Oh, I did see it. I did see it. Yep. I didn't watch it yet though. I'm dying to watch this. Is it in there?
The top.
Hey!
So, number one, not to
What's he got?
make sure everybody is the thickness.
Is it in here?
The mounting. That big hard sharp interface. With
That's not it. I don't think that's the one, right?
I use the dampers. That being said, there are.
I don't think that's the one. No, it's definitely not the one because the small one has the screen up here. Okay, cool. All right, friends. I think I'm caught up on chat. Thanks for hanging. I love you guys so much. Be good. Have an excellent rest of your Friday night. Go get some bot grinder. Go do some drugs. Go eat some food. Don't do what I tell you to do. Unless, other than when I say to subscribe to my Discord and your life will get immeasurably better. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com. There's a whole bunch of ways you can support me. I do rely on your support. I do not take money from sponsors or companies or whatever for product reviews like many others. That's sort of the easy button for being an FPV content creator, right? I'm doing things a little bit differently because I want to give you guys better quality reviews that are completely honest, and when a product sucks, I can tell you to stay the hell away from it. And in order to do that, you guys got to support me just like PBS. So throw me a couple of dollars a month over on Patreon, or buy yourself something on Etsy or Teespring. Work one-on-one with me on Fiverr. Take advantage of over 7 years of FPV donkey knowledge. And then there's a whole bunch of affiliate links that you can hit too, all over on CiottiFPV.com. Be good. Here comes some more frying, some more Miami Beach stuff. That'll be fun. And let me get you a little royalty-free music to keep you company. Actually, no, let's do that. I'm going to give you guys the, for anybody that missed the editing stream the other day, I still have that opened. So I'm going to give you the beginning of the edit that we worked on. And you can go back and watch Wednesday's live stream if you want to watch me cut this down. But I'm about a minute in, so this is going to be a quick outro. But yeah, this is what we did the other night. This is what we edited down the other night. And it's not going to be full screen, but let me make sure that it's going to output audio correctly. And audio hardware, it's going to send it to the default output. Perfect. So I'm going to go here and change